Right, hard to believe Election Day is just really only over a month away at this point. Campaigns spending millions to try to not only win your support, but also get you to actually go to the polls, cast that ballot.
Something I've always wondered, and a lot of you have that same question, is how many potential voters out there have not made up their mind, can still be persuaded by all of this? Scripps News national political correspondent Stephanie Liebergen is digging into the mindset of the undecided voter.
You might know one, or you could be one. Undecided voters are often talked about as the key voting bloc that can determine an election. But how many are really out there, and what impact might they have in November? With less than 6 weeks to go till the election, the number of undecided voters is likely small. Estimates range anywhere from the low single digits to 15%. The contrast between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump is stark. So experts believe there's a very small number of voters who are truly still deciding between the two.
There are a lot of independent voters who are basically, they're leaning in one direction, and they're either going to vote for that candidate or they're not going to vote for a major party candidate. Very few of them are saying, I'm leaning towards Trump, but I might just go Harris at the last minute.
Some undecided voters are unsure if they'll even fill out a ballot. Others are just now starting to pay attention to news and politics. And in the current media ecosystem, there is a lot to unpack.
If you are still undecided at this point, you're either not really undecided, you're just trying to figure out how to vote, or you have not been able to sift through the really cloudy, complicated media ecosystem yet and figure out what is a conspiracy theory and what is a hard and fast fact and what is open to interpretation.
Scripps News reached out to dozens of voters in several swing states, and most have decided who to support in November. But some aren't happy with either candidate.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm undecided, but in a quandary because I don't like either one of the candidates. I don't think either one of them are good for the country.
In this election, winning over the unenthused rather than the undecided could have a big impact on who moves into the White House in January. Stephanie Liebergen, Scripps News, Washington.